Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for RWBY ARROWFELL. So dear viewer, if you wouldn't mind, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. So, RWBY ARROWFELL, or is it RWBY ARROWFELL? No idea. Originally released in 2022. A year I remember fondly as the year I got my hands superglued to a Nintendo Switch. Don't ask, just don't ask. So, what the hell is RWBY ARROWFELL? I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer. This is the second video game to release based on the RWBY or RWBY anime, and this particular title takes place in Volume 7 of said anime. Now, having never watched that particular anime, I like my anime with a little bit more tentacles and passionate lovemaking. I can't attest to how close this follows the anime, or how in canon it is, or how not in canon it is, or if it resembles a cannonball, or I'm just talking nonsense now. But what I can say is this is a particularly mediocre video game, and let's discuss why. So, story. We play as RWBY, as they are trying to bring down an organization called ARROWFELL, who's trying to use orbs to do evil things. As you can probably tell, the story for this game didn't exactly stir me emotionally. But how about the gameplay? Well, this is advertised as an action platformer, but I would say it has more in common with a Metroidvania, as in the more annoying parts of a Metroidvania, where you're constantly having to go back to places you've been before so you can use some new power-up to get somewhere else and open some new chest and get some new thing you have to give to some new person or whatever. Now, as someone who is literally and figuratively burned out on Metroidvania video games these days, I can honestly say I didn't enjoy a lot of this particular video game. Yes, unlike most Metroidvanias, this game is divided into levels, but they essentially all act as areas of a bigger map where some half-wit will send you to look for orbs or equipment or girls on a rival team or something else. If I had to summarize the gameplay for this game in a nutshell, it's probably about 20% platforming, 80% fetch quest, because that's essentially what you're going to be doing for the majority of this game. Go to a location, talk to someone who says, we need X amount of whatever, then go into places you've already been to looking for one of these items in a chest, then go back to the original person, give them the crap that they've been looking for, and then move on to the next chapter. And of course, there is combat in this game. Very, 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 very simplistic hack and slash gameplay. Yes, there is boss fights, which are very nice. Yes, there is anime cutscenes. I think I counted maybe 4 of the damn things, and they do have voice acting from the original voice actors of the anime, so that's pretty good. But not being a fan of that particular anime, not being a fan of Metroidvania video games, finding most of my time in this game to be exceedingly dull, I cannot in good conscience recommend this game. And I played the bloody thing twice. I played the PS5 version, Then I played the PlayStation 4 version, just to make sure I wasn't being too harsh on the game the first time. I wasn't. Therefore, I declare that RWBY or RWBY ARROWFELL is mediocre. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my very in-depth review for RWBY ARROWFELL. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. And before someone comes at me and says I'm a hater, this game was made by WayForward, who have made some absolutely fantastic video games, including DuckTales Remastered, which, in my personal opinion, is one of the best remasters of all time. Come to think of it, I haven't done a review for that game, I don't think, on this channel. There's something I have to consider. Once I've been to the toilet, and then had something to eat, and then gone back to the toilet. Then maybe I'll have a light snack after that. Then we'll see how I'm feeling. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.